Sorry, there we go.
Yeah. You know, we could make out words with our own lips. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Okay.
So sorry. So as I was saying, when you click on the buttons here, it will take you to where you can publish your work. This is what the Wekelet would look like, and basically you just click on edit the collection, and it will come up with a button here and a plus, and you can add any way. Like if a student wanted to add just text, they can add the text, they can add a picture. So Wakelet is very, very easy to use if students were wanting to publish their work globally. So that is one option. We also have, if you were using Bunceeee, you could do a Bunceeee board, and if you were wanting to make a video, you can go to Flipgrid. Now, I think what the most exciting thing about the Global Write is that I get to share a 12-year-old student. So last year I was teaching in a classroom and met the most inspirational young writer I think I've ever taught in my whole teaching career. And Olivia's not only an artist, but she wants to be a writer when she grows up as well. So I brought her on board to the Global Write, and each week Olivia draws a picture that is linked to the theme of the week. And what we then do is we allow students to engage with Olivia themselves. She has her very own Wakelet, and what we do is we ask the students to, can you guess what her drawing is about? What's the meaning behind her drawing for this week? And then what the students can actually do is they can click here and they can type messages where young Olivia will actually respond to what they think her drawing is about. And I think that is one of the most powerful connections a student can make, is to connect and share learning with somebody who is young and who's not a teacher. Sometimes they don't want to always talk to us. So this is Olivia's picture for this week, and this is her sister is only 8 years old, and her sister has drawn a picture this week as well. So we've added that to. So each week we also add teacher resources, as I said to you. And this week we have a lesson plan that you can use with your students about Anne Frank. And so that is there as well for teachers to use. And then at the end, we let you know what STG this links to and what good life goal it links to. And you'll be able to, you can click on those pictures and it will take you to the information about those goals. So you can see this week is around peace and justice, SDG 16, and it is the same for the good life goals. So the good life goal 16, and the headline goal for the good life goals is making peace. And so these are powerful connections to make each week with your students. So basically that's how each of our pages are set out. As I can show you, just quickly show you my absolute favorite one, and it is the one around friendship. And here it's a story. We used a story, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. And we then, I fixed that, but you watch the video of the movie of the story, and then we have students creating their own stories. And so here's where I'll show you, oh, that was Olivia's piece of art for that week. But here is where I want to show you the power of the global right. Now this is, I'm just clicking on the Bunceeee board, and you can see here we have all the different students from around the world, their pieces of writing. So here we've got some students in Australia. We have some students from India, some students from the US, and they've all posted their work here for us to share and read. So for me, that is one of the most powerful things about the global right, is your students get to connect globally. If we have a look at the Wekelet for that week, you'll also see different pieces of work that has been, that Wekelet is slow. So if I went back here and I went to friendship, there we go, and we view the friendship collection. Here is all different, you can see students writing. Teachers have taken photos of the writing and put it up. These are from the US. These ones now are from Abu Dhabi in the UAE. These are some of our young writers that have put their work up. And so you can see there's all different types of writing that students and teachers can access through the global right. If I just finish up very quickly here, and that is that we also have a Champions Corner where we pick out pieces of work every week and we celebrate students writing. You can sign up and I will send you an email every week with the prompt so you don't forget, and I send them out every week. You can also join our team where we encourage teachers to join us, and we then have you help us leave comments and feedback for our writers. And bite-sized SDGs, if you're looking for some more teacher resources for the SDGs, we have set up a Wekelet. I've set up a Wekelet, and also each week I put up all the different lessons you can use through the bite-sized SDG. So really little short SDG lessons there. And also we have a page about Olivia. So that's my passion, that's me, that's what I'm bringing to the world now, and this is one of the reasons why I have won the Global Teacher Prize, is to allow this to come into classrooms all around the world and give you the best resources I can give you.
That's great, Bunceeee, and I think it gives us the privilege to get the world to the class and take the class to the whole world, you know. And this is the benefit of the online learning. I can relate this to the other types of online learning when we use the different platforms and take the students to the privilege of using online learning, being able to share their videos and audios. It also gives us the privilege of pushing the slow learners forward, because he doesn't have rules. He doesn't have anything to be to fear or to be afraid of, right? Okay.
100%.
That's it. That's the point. I guess the very important thing is that now we have the 15 minutes discussion, and it's a privilege for everyone with us today to have a question or to have an idea, to share his ideas and notions. So please, if anybody would like to ask a question or to add something, to ask Bronwyn something, just raise a hand unmute yourself and go on. Any questions? Okay, I've got a question till the people. Do you have any raised hand?
It's okay.
Okay, Mr. Magdi. Mr.
Okay.
Magdi has got a question. Go on, Mr.
Thank you.
Magdi. Okay.
Thank you. I think here most of the workers present here are mainly for students that are between 5 and 13. Is it right?
Yes. All learners. So yeah. So from young learners right through.
Yeah. So now if we want those who are higher, especially those of high school, between 13 and 19 or 18, I think their experience will be varied, and they have something else. They can widen their scope of knowledge, and they can produce something that's much better than this. And I don't try to make it listen for those who produce these amazing works, because I noticed that most of the students or the children that wrote these things, they exerted great effort, and they produced something that is magnificent. I know. Is it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the School of the Future, who I partner with, they're an amazing organisation out of India, but the creator and founder actually worked here in Australia, and she's asked me for recommendations, even for the great and inspiring students around the world, to be invited into her program that she runs, her global program. So we're also providing opportunities for students around the world to be part of some of the elite programs and learning programs that are out there, just through this learning platform. And I think you're right, student voice is the most important thing we can give our students, a voice. And we don't want your voices just to be heard in your country. We want the voices to be heard all over the world.
Globally, yeah, that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Turan, I guess you want to add something, Professor Turan. I know that shaking your head has something to be said. Okay.
Right. I wonder whether any teacher or any student can join and can sign up and be part of the program.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Any teacher.
So most probably the teachers of English will just be the leaders to take their students into this program so that they can make use of altogether. But first of all, we should introduce this program to the teachers. So if they know that the students can take part in this really great activity, they have a voice to write, and especially countries like Turkey or Egypt or others, where English is just a foreign language, even not a second language. So that's going to be a kind of opportunity for them to be able to write something, write their ideas in English. Okay. So
can I say that we're happy to, we're having submissions in all languages. So they don't just have to write in English. If they want to write, they can submit their writing in their own language. We are having students writing. We've had some Hindi pieces come in from India, and we've had some Arabic coming in from some of the other countries. We would encourage students just to have a voice. So if that means they write in their own language, they write in their own language. This is about accessing this to all learners, and I don't want language to be a barrier. I want this to be able to all learners can access. So
Okay. And is there an age limit for the students?
no age limit. We have university students engaging. We have teachers engaging with it. So no ages.
All right, very nice. Thank you very much.
Great. Okay. Any other questions, dear participants? Any other questions? Muhammad Ismail, go on, Mr. Muhammad.
Yeah.
Firdaus.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for your precious presentation. It's really and I'd like also to thank you for providing it for free for all people from all over the world. Another thing I'd like to ask you, is this way of teaching suitable for high school students? Here in Egypt, high school students are asked to write essay, long essay. Yes, is this suitable?
100%. So what we do is we provide 2 prompts. The first prompt is a little basic prompt, which is usually for the young elementary learners. But the second prompt is for high school, university. And what we would hope is that they write essays that are detailed, that their vocabulary and their word use is of a high level. And that's where we're able to give feedback back to them as well. So yes, we expect the teachers who participate in this to want to get quality writing. That's the aim, is for you to have quality writers. And I'm actually I've got a new job this year, and I'm working with high school students. And we're bringing this to high school students. So
great.
because
I've sent you my congratulations last week. I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So high school is the most important place this needs to be in, because those kids have the voice that can change the world now. Yeah. So their essays and their work can change the world.
Yeah. What about linking words? Can you suggest something to help linking words?
Linking words. And so I think that's where it's really important with that first part, where you're getting them to, before they write, getting them to or unpack or freely write down everything they know to begin with. But I can definitely send you anything or send Saleh anything that you need, and definitely support you in what you might need. So just let me know, and I can definitely suggest some things for you.
Great. I appreciate that. I'm waiting. That's great. Okay, I think it's very important to have the chance to discuss the students themselves in some sort of a draft, a first draft. Maybe they are able to write a first draft, and the teacher discusses them with the students and guides them to correct some mistakes after they correct themselves in pair correction and group correction. And then later on, we can have the perfect one, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we want for the students. We want them to think about it, draft it, publish it. So yeah, very much. That's the process.
Do these apps have the chance to get the students into rooms in face-to-face meetings like Zoom, for example? Or is it only for
not?
Yeah.
It won't give them face-to-face because it is global. We needed platforms that can just for time zones. So, but what it will Flipgrid, if you chose Flipgrid, the Flipgrid videos, you will see other, if students in classrooms choose Flipgrid, you will see other videos from other students on there, but they can view any of the students' work there. They just won't be able to access them in real time.
These are recorded ones, but I'm talking about the live ones, like Zoom, for example, like our meeting today, this family gathering. They don't have the chance to be able to talk to each other face to face on Zoom.
No, but we can definitely arrange that. We can definitely connect teachers. If we need to connect teachers, we can 100%. I've got plenty of teachers around the world that would be waiting to connect with you. So
that's great.
yeah, we can definitely do that. And just to let you know, the Global Right will be coming a live stream every week. So that will be starting next week. So we'll have guest presenters on there. And yeah, so every week you're going to be able to see my pink hair. And presenting some new information every week for teachers, and we'll have some great professional development for you every week. So that's going to be available for teachers as well.
That would be great. And as I told you in our messages yesterday, I think we'll have the chance to have some sort of partnership, because what you are aiming at is the same thing what I'm doing here. And most of the people with us today, most of them like and adore voluntary work. Mr. Magdi, Dr. Turan, and all the people here spent most of their life trying to help for voluntary. So I think the partnership will help both of us. It's a win-win relationship. Okay, any other questions, dear Iris? Any other questions? I guess I didn't hear Nagla today. Are you eating, Nagla?
Hi, Mr. Saleh. How are you?
How are you?
Fine, alhamdulillah.
Long it for your voice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much, Joyce, for being with us. It's really a great page. And I really liked it that it's completely free, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I really impressed that the UN taking part in setting good life goals in this page. It's really amazing. Finally, you look great. Nice haircut and color, by the way.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think pretty good for these hours of the morning anyway.
Bronwyn, are you going to school in an hour or two? I guess you are going to school.
Oh no, we're on holidays here until
Today?
next week.
Aha,
So
yeah.
So we've been on summer holidays. So it's back to waking up next week. So next Wednesday, Australia goes back to school. So so we've been off since December, the end of December. So we're face to face. We have no COVID cases here at the moment. So in our state.
Here in Egypt, we say touch wood. Touch wood.
Yeah. So
do you know the meaning of touch wood?
Yes. So we had big lockdowns last year, really big lockdowns here last year with remote learning. We're touch wood, like you said. Hopefully we get to be face to face with our kids from next week, which will be lovely.
You're really lucky, yeah.
Very lucky, because all the world turned the teaching and learning style into online. Either it's a hybrid, blended, or whatever it is. But going to school have been released to 2 days a week or a day. In other places, it's 3 days in private schools. But I think most of the countries of the world depends now on the online learning. So we are going to touch wood once more for what you have got there in Australia. You have told me yesterday that you have got a high temperature. How? What would you like today there in Australia?
Yes, probably not what you get. Yeah, you probably get hot where you are, but here in Australia, we're close to the Antarctica, so it doesn't get that hot very, very often. But yeah, we have today is going to be 40 degrees. So
what? 40 degrees?
40, today and tomorrow. Yeah, today and tomorrow.
We are freezing.
Yeah, so
you know, in Egypt it's around 10, maybe 9 now.
Oh yeah, no.
In daytime it goes to 20, 21, 22. But in summer it goes to 40 as you have now.
Yes, in Australia. So that's big. That's high for us. We have a lot of trouble with bushfires here. So when we hear temperatures of 40, it becomes quite scary. We really worry about. So the bushfires, a lot of the bushfires you would have heard about here in Australia was here not far from me where I live. Yeah, it was a really, really tough time for many Australians at the start of 2020. So fingers crossed, touch wood. Yeah, no bushfires over the next few days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever the mean is, finger crossed or touch wood. Still, we are envying what you have there in Australia. Turan,
Yeah.
what's the weather like today in Turkey?
Well, in Turkey it changes from region to region.
Uh-huh.
I'm close to Aegean region. I'm in the Aegean region, so it is about 20 degrees during the day. At night, it is about 1 or 2 degrees.
Uh-huh.
But if you go to central or eastern part, that is even there are some regions that there is it is minus 24.
Okay, it's
Minus 24.
Especially on the mountainous
Wow.
areas. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's close to what we have here in Egypt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Moonlight is raising hand.
I'm looking for anybody raising his hand. Bronwyn, do you have anyone who is raising his hand in front of you?
I can see Moonlight.
Moonlight. Welcome, Moonlight, Mrs. Fatma.
Welcome. Good evening.
How are you?
Sir.
Welcome.
Fine.
Welcome.
Welcome here.
Okay, go on.
Really, I am very glad to be with you today. I enjoyed your discussion. I have 2 minutes to add something very short. In short, I think written communication is important in our schools as it trains students to capture their thoughts and try to express their point of views on paper or on a document. And I think it is a sort of mood tracking, as this may change their thoughts to be positive, and it also gives the students sufficient time to think, act, react, collaborate together, communicate with each other, and their documents are easy to be preserved.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
100% agree, just as Bronwyn said. Great, Ms. Fatma, great. Your action here and your notions are great to be put in mind. Irina, I've got a question here on my message. The question is, how do we assess speaking in using these apps?
Okay, so if you're wanting to assess speaking, you would want the student, you would want the student to be, you would want your students to be using Flipgrid, because there they can make a video, and Flipgrid also, it will allow you to create, well, I have my own speaking rubric that I use for my students, and they will then have to present the video to you with the information, and you'll be able to assess them then based on the video. But when I do speaking assessments, I always use Flipgrid for the speaking assessments.
So it differs from assessing students in face-to-face classrooms and using apps. It's I think it's a big there is a big difference there between this and that. Right.
100%. Yeah, there is, but I think when we're in the remote learning side of things, it's really important that we can still, even though we're seeing them face to face via Zoom, the video is a different way of them having to present. And so Flipgrid also allows them, they can add stickers, they can add creativity. There's a whiteboard in there, so they can, if you want them to teach you something through their presentation, they can do that. They can upload a video onto Flipgrid. So huge options for them for an oral presentation using Flipgrid, definitely in this time we're experiencing with COVID at the moment.
And I guess being able to upload the videos that students record themselves is going to show the teacher how the students are able to use the spoken language, and it's easy for him to assess his students as if he was in a face-to-face class.
Yes, and again, it doesn't have to be in English.
Yeah.
They can make their video speaking in whatever language that is fluent for them. It is about just having a voice and making that presentation. So don't be restricted and think that this is just about English. It's not about English. It's about a platform for all our learners to be able to present their work.
Great. Okay. Bronwyn,
I have one question. Sorry,
Yes,
Saleh.
yes. Go
I
on,
have one
Bronwyn.
question. Can other students or teachers watch those videos as well?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Yep.
So, first of all, they need to learn how to have an access to the global right.
Yeah.
That's the only
Yes.
key.
Yep.
Okay.
So just give them that the website. As I said, it's free because I'm a teacher and I don't like paying for anything. So I'm not going to charge people. I want it to be everybody use it. So yeah, it's for all of us to learn together. That's what's important.
So the only thing they should do is they should sign up and have some kind of password to get in. Huh?
Yeah.
Don't even need a password. They
Oh.
just need to
Without a
They
password.
just sign up. No
Yeah.
password. So I've set everything up so it is easy for teachers. So you just need to sign up and that will get you the email every week. And then just go to the weekly prompt. That's it. And every week I've done everything for you. I've got all the links. I've got all the tools set up for you. Everything free, easy, just access it.
Okay. Then we need to study it a bit and learn.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we'll get to know each other better.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, please. This is not the first time.
Yeah.
Bronwyn, I guess I've got a presenter with me, Lena Sashko, if you have been with me, it was about a month ago. And she was talking about different apps we can use online while dealing with the students. And she told me that the videos and the audio that I record and upload on the Flipgrid, I guess, I can choose the people who can watch it. I can look it to some people. I can make it open for all people who visit the Flipgrid. Is that right?
Yeah. So that is if you set it up.
Yeah.
But for the global right, I've set it so everybody can see it. So, but if you were to create your own Flipgrid, then you can set it up to however you like. But for the global right, everybody can see the videos on the global right.
That's great. Okay. So for the coming webinar, Bronwyn, if we are going to arrange for another one after the partnership that I'm going to launch with you, is it okay for you to set the time at 7 Egyptian time and 4 Australian time? Will I be able to wake you up at dawn time all the time? Have I got the privilege to do that?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
You have the privilege to do that. Yes. Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely because it's Saturday here now, so I can go back to bed and sleep in anyway.
Okay. Every time I ask that question, I tell my dear speaker or presenter that if he is not responding, I might have my plane and go and uncover the cover and take him by the ear. Okay, great. That's great. At the end of our session today, I'd like to welcome Irene Sashko.
We can do we can do some work on Wekelet. We can do some more work on Flipgrid.
Yeah.
So there's Bunceeee is amazing. So we can do some webinars on those as well and teach you these tools further as well. So I can I have partnerships with all of these networks, and when I mean partnerships, I have access to the creators of them directly. So I'm very I've worked hard over the last 8 years to make very, very good connections with powerful people to bring the best in education. So
I've got a partnership with Array Global and with other platforms that launch sessions and webinars all over the world for people. Also, it's only for voluntary work. We can form a group that will be in help of all teachers around the world. So that's a great thing to be talking about. Before we end our session today, I'd like to thank you very much, very much indeed. And I know, Will, that you are going to jump into your bed now. So before you do that, I'd like to I'd like to thank you once more and tell you that I'm going to send you a certificate of appreciation. Before you close your lab, you'll find it in your messenger and your inbox. You can find that. I'd like also to ask Irene Sashko. She's with us now. Irene, would you uncover your face, please? Because she is going to be our coming presenter next week. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, Irene.
Okay.
Fascinating session. Thank you so much.
This is not a webinar. This is a family gathering. I always say that this is a family gathering. By the way, this is a group of the elites. All the time I say that. So welcome, and we are waiting for your session Friday after, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, great.
What's it going to be about, by the way?
It's going to be about autonomous learning, how we turn our students into autonomous learners, and this, what Bronwyn was talking about, I think that's a great step.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Yeah. That's nice.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Welcome, Irene. Welcome, Bronwyn. You are amongst your brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Egyptian society. Welcome to the Egyptian community. And as we say, this is a family gathering. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Talk again soon. Bye-bye.
Jump into bed. Go. Go.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Irene, would you like to ask any questions, Irene?